Hey guys, welcome back once again to Red Blow Gaming. For those of you who have liked, subscribed, thank you very much. For those of you leaving comments, I appreciate it. Again, we are building another 3 crisis suits. As you can see in the background there is 3 already complete, and this will get us up to a total of 6, which these 3, the 3 on the background are the Sunforged with the fusion blasters, and we are going for the fire knife with the plasma. So we're just putting the touches on the first body. I have actually gone ahead and snipped everything off the sprue with the intent to make life a touch quicker, faster and easier, meaning that hopefully in this video I can get through at least putting 1 or 2 completely together. As you can see, we are quickly working through the sections that have been taken off, and we'll be able to get ready to gluing these bits together rather fast, which is going to help with the overall production of the army. Meaning that hopefully in a week or 2, I'll be a hell of a lot closer to actually being able to field and play test the full 2,000 point army, given that, well, I have a few other crisis suits of an older nature floating around that can be proxied in for new ones. And then I'll be able to do a battle report on the very first outing of the army and see how I went. I do still have to get into dry brushing and then panel lining the ghost keel, but I have panel lined my broadside in the background there, which I don't know if it can be seen, but here we go. Another panel lined vehicle or broadside, so that's another one down, and then I can start working on painting and then obviously basing and getting it to look like the other broadside, and then that will at least give me that completed. I have all 6 out of my 9 stealth suits completed, giving me at least somewhat of an army I can play with to try and figure out how I want to go. I will be probably not gluing the weapons on to this lot of models, because I'm going to test and see if the other crisis suits are a better fit. They do give me a slight decrease in points overall, allowing me to bring in another squad of Kroot. So I've actually dropped a squad of Kroot to change out for the plasma variety of crisis suits, just to see how they go. Something a little bit different. As I said, I won't be gluing the plasma weapons on anytime soon, but that being the case, at least I will be able to produce some test results to see which of the unit styles is the best and which is the worst. Well, can't really say the worst, because this detachment is designed around increasing fire distance, being able to unload at a much larger range, and really to be able to put your opponent on the back foot, given the fact that they won't be ready for what you're possibly going to throw at them. So we're just going through quickly. Again, this will be another 3 of the Sunforge with the fusion blasters. The only problem is I actually have to find 2 more fusion blasters. I managed to find a couple from my bits box, but I am now officially tapped out for where I know mine are, meaning that I'm going to have to try and source a few more. Hopefully I can find some online, or I do have another bits box that has a lot of random stuff in it. I'm going to have to go through that maybe and get extremely lucky with the fact that maybe there is actually 2 in that. And if that's the case, then, you know, that is a win. But for right now, we are getting this model all cleaned up, and the fact that I've got this all off the sprue, and especially all 3 of them, means that right now we are flying through cleaning this model up. So we are basically one complete. Once I scratch off some more, there we go. Bits and pieces, cleaned section here. All over, cleaned up, and then it's just the feet left, and we will show everyone that officially 1 foot to go and 2 knee pads, but efficiency is key sometimes, and I like to be as efficient as I can be in order to get as far as I can through building a model in one video. So we are, as you can tell if you're having a look on if you're watching the full runtime, we are 8 minutes in, and while I have been yammering, we have one completely cleaned crisis suit, meaning that we can now move into gluing. So we will be able to work rather fast and have a crisis suit together rather quickly, which again provides the ability to move on to the next part of the build, which allows for, and I can get this all done together, allows for a much quicker completion, and therefore I take less time, because time is always, so they do not go together, they do. Time is always of the essence when building models. The quicker you can technically do something, the quicker you can get through onto the next component, and the less time it takes you, from my point of view, the better. So as you can see, we are flying through this part of the build, and the sooner, to be honest, the sooner I have these models glued, which is not taking a long time because I am currently very efficient, the sooner I have them glued, which the better for me. So there we go, on, up high, evenly spaced. There we go, we've flown through that section pretty quickly actually. So now we can look at obviously getting our legs in place and where they fit. So there's one. So we know that one leg in. While we're going, we will actually glue the engines in place. One engine down. Two engines down. And there we have it. Basically completed upper body already. I do need to find a head for said broadside crisis suit, and we're just going to go. I'm just looking at my. Nope. Where is it? Here it is. I'm just looking at my components off camera, and I've found what I'm after. So just quickly taking it off the sprue so I can go ahead and get ready to clean it up, and then obviously I will be able to glue the head on as well, and then that'll be once the rest of the model is together, but it will give me a completed crisis suit, and then that'll be another one down. And so let's quickly clean up the head here, because as soon as this is cleaned up, we can actually go ahead and glue this into position, and we will be a little bit further down the grapevine, down the productive path. So yeah, so I have a few more days where I'll be able to film regularly on the day. Well, at the moment, kind of like on the daily or on the bi-daily. I'm managing to sometimes get some filming done and enabling me to be able to get content out to you guys. But yeah, I am starting a new role, which I'm looking forward to and am very excited about. But it'll mean that my content slows up slightly. So I do apologise. I will be taking my weekends to film content and hopefully get it out to you during the weekdays, ensuring that I still keep up with quite regular posting, instead of being 4 videos in a week, maybe it's probably going to be like one or 2. And we are going to get the head glued in place, and there we go. 14 minutes and a completed head. It's given us some valuable time to allow this to set, and therefore allowing for inside and do the outside. Allowing for legs to glue together and dry. So we've got some arms here. We definitely have a shoulder pad that look like it have been completely clean, but I'm just going to spin it around a couple of times and go, there we go, now I'm happy. And we will be able to get some glue on that bad boy and take our right arm and really glue our. So there we go. We are again, as I said, making fusion weapons. So we have a few that I'm going to have to clean up because I'm actually flying through this model. And the point of that is that I will be able to get this model to the priming table a hell of a lot quicker than I had anticipated by the fact that I took everything off the sprue to begin with, meaning that I got it all unsprued, not searching for parts. I've now built one, well, 3, and therefore I can quickly put together more models. So arms complete. We're looking at being able to glue down said leg sections. So there we go. As we move through this model as I feel like rapid rate, allowing us to look at everything we need to do. Down that way. Lovely, so we will whack some glue on. I can get hold of it. This section here, bingo bango bongo. Glue on. Section on. And we are flying. So all we need to do now is look at getting feet positioned so that we can glue the fella together. And we will 1 and 2 get these bits on. Again, just a slight out turn because I don't mind that. And we are looking at, hey, stand upright. If I can get this to balance, a basically completed model, as we can see there. There's some guns to clean up, but for the fact we've got one built in a 19-minute segment, I reckon we are flying, and we will call that video, or today's first video. Hopefully I'll get another one done. So I do have a couple of chores I've got to go and do. We will call that complete, finished, sorted. Lots of yammering by me because I'm good at that. And I'm going to have to figure out where I can pick up my last 2 fusion blasters to make my life a little easier. Hopefully I can go back through my bits box and find 2 more miraculously, but I highly doubt it. Actually, I mainly need to be honest, one more, because I can see there is one that I found that was attached to a different crisis suit, and I've managed to get it off him, but it doesn't really solve all my problems. If that's the case, it's over here. Needs a little bit of cleaning because the suit actually got I already got glued to a suit once, so let me have a look, see if I can figure out a way to at least clean it up in a manner that may allow for gluing to the next suit, and hopefully that's the case. But anyway, that is the end of me for today. Possibly, as I said, I may attempt to do another video, but in the meantime, peace out, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.